Good morning, dear brothers, sisters, and friends. Today I come to talk to you about enlightenment and wisdom. This channel we are not going to sell anything. I'm not going to do any tutorials about makeups or sell anything to you. This channel has only the mission to send to you a good news. Many questions that you may have about God, why you are here, why things happen the way they do, why some people have so much money, others doesn't have much, why things happen the way they do. That's the reason why I opened this channel. I have no intention of making money of it. Many people, it is worried about it to reach 1,000 subscribers, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 subscribers. If I don't, that's okay with me. What my intentions are, honestly, it is to reach out to you. And through those studies that we do, you may have your questions answered. By the Spirit's book, we have many questions that was done by Allan Kardec. Progressive questions, intelligent questions, and through a different mediums was answered by the spirits to Leon Denisard Hippolyte Rival. And my first lessons that I give it, I explain how that happened. If you are interested, you can see the first videos too. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for that. If you have not done yet, if you want to, be free to do so. If not, that's okay too. I'm glad that you are here today and watching this video with us. Has other videos too that bring peace, tranquility, and inspirational videos that I have done, and I will continue to do too. You have the free will to do however you want with the videos that I post in YouTube. My only intention is to bring peace, tranquility, and wisdom for what I have known by the Spiritism. Right now we are studying the Spirit's book, and when, if I can, as God willing that I can, I'll later on after may move on to the Medium's book, to the Gospel by Spiritism, and so on and so forth. But right now we are doing the Spirit's book. So we are in the questions 14 to 16, and today we're going to learn about Pantheism. So without more further ado, let's start in the question 14. Thanks so much to be with me here today. God bless you all. So the number 14 tell us, is God a being distinct from the universe, or is he, according to the opinion of some, the result of all the forces and intelligence of the universe? And the answer is, if the latter were the case, God will not be God, for he would be effect and not a cause. He cannot be both cause and effect. So it's affirmation that God cannot be both cause and effect. God exists. You cannot doubt his existence. And that is one essential point. Do not seek to go beyond it. Do not lose yourselves in a labyrinth which, for you, is without any issue. Such inquiries would not make you better. Sorry about my key. They would rather tend to add to your pride by causing you to imagine that you knew something, while in reality you would know nothing. Put aside systems. You have things enough to think about it that concern you much more nearly, beginning with yourselves. Study your own imperfections, that you might get rid of them. This will be far more useful to you than the vain attempt to penetrate the impenetrable. So it's a good highlight here that we have on this point of this paragraph. Study your own imperfections, that you may get rid of them. This will be far more useful to you than the vain attempt to penetrate the impenetrable. Sometimes it's so much easier to point fingers at somebody else's imperfections, to tell that someone talks too much, that someone brags too much, that someone did this or that or that or that or that. Or try to penetrate in somebody else's mind when you cannot penetrate your own mind sometimes. So stop to do things that is impenetrable. Try to get on God's mind when you cannot get it in your own mind sometimes. If I try to cross this wall behind me, I'm going to get hurt. My physical body cannot do that. My spiritual body can travel many places, especially when I'm asleep. But my physical body cannot do that. Okay? So try to work in your own imperfections. It has something that many people know. When you pointed one finger to somebody, has 4 fingers pointing out to you. So if you see that is true. You pointed a finger to someone, da 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 da. But this one is pointing to you, and those 3 others are also pointing to you. That means look out to yourself first before you point the finger to somebody else. Look out your imperfection first. Okay? What is number 15? What is to be taught of the opinion according to which all natural bodies, all the beings, all the globes of the universe are parts of the divinity and constitute and totally the divinity itself, and in other words, the pantheistic theory? The answer is man not being able to make himself God, would fain make himself out to be at least a part of God. So the answer is clear. Man not being able to make himself. The answer is clear. Man not to be able to make himself God. No man could make himself a God. They have been trying, but they can't be or make any creation of God. Nothing at all. Number 16. Those who hold this theory profess to find in the demonstration of some of the attributes of God, the worlds of the universe being infinitely numerous, God is thus seen to be infinite, vacuum or nothingness, being nowhere. God is everywhere. God being everywhere, since everything is an integral part of God, he is thus seen to be the intelligent cause of all the phenomena of the universe. What can we oppose of this argument? And the answer is, the dictates of reason reflect on the assumption in question, and you will have no difficulty in detecting its absurdity. The Pantheist theory makes of God a material being, who, though endowed with the supreme intelligence, would only be on a larger scale what we are on a smaller one. But as a matter is incessantly undergoing transformation, God, if this theory were true, would have no stability. He would be subject to all the vicissitudes, and even to all the needs of humanity. He would lack one of the essential attributes of divinity, namely unchangeableness. The properties of matter cannot be attributed to God without degrading our idea of the divinity. And now the subtitles of sophistry fail to solve the problem of his essential nature. We do not know what God is, but we know that it is impossible that he should not be, and the theory just state in his contradiction with his most essential attributes. It confounds the Creator with the creation, precisely as though we should consider an ingenious machine to be an integral portion of the mechanician who invented. The intelligence of God is revealed in his works, as is that of a painter in his picture. But the works of God are no more God himself than the picture is the artist who conceived and painted. So what is the conclusion that we get here? God made the universe, correct? We are creatures. God is the creator. Is that make us God? No, it doesn't. We are creatures of God. He is the creator. Is that painter behind me make the person that make the painter? Is that the painter itself? No, it's not. This frame that contains this picture behind me is not the painter itself. Is this exactly what we just learned? This is a creation of someone named Holland. So this picture here is not the creator. The universe is not God, but it is his creation. So God, sorry guys, God, it is the creator. So as it says right in the beginning when we start, God cannot be both cause and effect. So all the theory of pantheism is put it all on the side because it does not conclude, it does not make it true. So what we learn from the beginning of this chapter, what is God? God is supreme intelligence, first cause of all things. As I said before, I am an effect of a cause. My mother fell in love with my father and created me. They are the cause, I'm the effect. And so are you. All of you are effects of a cause, the same this painter. This picture behind me is not a painter, but a creation of a painter. All of us, we are creatures of a bigger creator, a supreme intelligence. Okay? And the supreme intelligence is the first cause of all things. I call God. Some people call a higher power. Other people call something else. As a spiritist that I am, I respect all religions, all of them. I don't practice at all, but I respect all. But we have one God, and He's wonderful. He's wonderful to me and can be wonderful to you. Thank you so much for watching this lesson today, and God bless you all. Have a great day.